The appointed hour of 6 o'clock having arrived, the board will come to order. Invocation by Mr. Stumpf. Pledge of Allegiance by Mr. Kraut.
Lord, we ask you to bless our Sangamon County employees and their families. We ask you to protect our first responders and military around the world in harm's way. We ask you to help us make wise decisions this evening to better help and foster goodwill towards our constituents of Sangamon County. Please help us accomplish the hard task at hand and the decisions that we make. Help us to be humble as we do so. All this we ask in your name, Jesus.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The clerk will call the roll.
Ayers. Canman. Constant. Dafsko. Diener. Del Giorno. Deppie.
Excused.
Douglas Williams. Forsythe. Frazee.
Excused.
Fulgenzi. Guyton.
Present.
Paul.
Excused.
Krell. Lathan. Madonia. McGuire. Mendenhall. Miller. Rader. Scaife. Shackman. Shepard. Small. Stumpf. Thomas. Chumlin. Truax. And the chairman's present. 26 present, 3 absent.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. A few housekeeping announcements. We are not televised this evening, but we are broadcasting live. Please remember to speak into your mic, even if you're just making a motion. Please remember to do that. All members should have received our proposed new rules of operation. The plan of the Ad hoc Rules Committee is to vote on those rules at the November meeting, and those rules will go into effect at the December meeting. Any changes or suggestions people have should be made in the next month's time. And I'm told by our IT team that our visual version of our broadcast is looking better and better. So our plan, as discussed with the Rules Committee today, is to implement the visual broadcast at the December meeting after we've adopted the new rules at the November meeting. So that will give Mr. Cameron 1 month in hair and makeup to prepare for the December meeting. All right. Proceeding in the regular order, proclamations. The chair is aware of no proclamations. Minutes, motion by Mr. Madonia, seconded by Mr. Del Giorno for the approval of the minutes of the September 9th, 2025 meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The minutes are approved. Correspondence, motion by Mr. Del Giorno, seconded by Mr. Madonia to place correspondence on file with the clerk. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Correspondence will be placed on file with the clerk. Resolutions, resolution number 1, Mr. Clerk.
Resolution 1, resolution approving the award of a construction contract for County Contractors, Inc. of Quincy for the replacement of a structure on Bach Road in Williams Township in the amount of $497,414.90.
Motion by Mr. Miller, seconded by Mr. Casey to place Resolution 1 before the board. Questions or comments from members of the board on Resolution 1? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Ayers. Canman. Constant. Dafsko. Diener. Del Giorno. Douglas Williams. Forsythe. Fulgenzi. Guyton.
Aye.
Krell. Lathan. Madonia. McGuire. Mendenhall. Miller. Rader. Scaife. Shackman. Shepard. Small. Stumpf. Thomas. Chumlin. Truax. All 25 approved.
All those voting having voted in the affirmative, Resolution 1 is adopted. Resolution 2, Mr. Clerk.
Number 2, resolution approving the fiscal year 26 purchase of a 25 John Deere P-tier backhoe loader from Martin Equipment of Springfield, Illinois, in the amount of $169,280, utilizing a Sourcewell joint purchasing contract.
Motion by Mr. Miller, seconded by Mr. Mendenhall to place Resolution 2 before the board. Questions or comments from members of the board on Resolution 2? Seeing none, Mr. Madonia, do you have a motion?
I move that the roll call vote for Resolution 1 stand for the roll call vote at Resolution 2.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Resolution 2 is adopted. Resolution 3, Mr. Clerk.
Number 3, 2025-16, Alex Bruno, 7500 block of Oak Crest Road, Riverton, granting a rezoning and variances.
Motion by Mr. Mendenhall, second by Mr. Rader to place Resolution 3 before the board. We're now entering the zoning portion of our meeting, and it's our policy to ask if there are members of the audience who feel it's necessary to speak, who wish to speak in opposition to the proposed zoning. In opposition. Seeing none, are there members of the audience who feel it's necessary to speak in support of the proposed zoning? Seeing none. Mr. Mendenhall, do you have a motion?
Since there are no objectors, I move to waive the staff report.
Is there objection? Without objection, so ordered. Questions, comments from members of the board on the resolution? Seeing none. On the question, all those in favor of adopting Resolution 3 and granting the zoning signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The zoning is agreed to. Resolution 4, Mr. Clerk.
Number 4, resolution approving a grant application for community resources from the Illinois Association of Community Action Agencies for the Employment Barrier Reduction Program in the amount of $40,250.
Motion by Mr. Davsko, second by Mr. Shackman to place Resolution 4 before the board. Questions, comments, members of the board? Mr. Del Giorno.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we consolidate resolutions 5 through 20 in with 4.
Second by Mr. Madonia. Mr. Clerk, will you please read Resolutions 5 through 20?
Number 6, resolution approving the, I read 5 already,
Five.
right? 5. Wait, did 4?
You read 4, yes.
So 5 through 20. Number 5, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from the Animal Emergency Clinic of Springfield for the purpose of emergency veterinarian services for animal control in the amount of $55,000. Number 6, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from the Animal Protective League for the purpose of spay and neuter services and animal control in the amount of $45,000. Number 7, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from Blue Cardinal Chemical for the purpose of kennel supplies and animal control in the amount of $45,000. Number 8, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from Custom Data Processing for the purpose of EMR and RCM database services for personal health in the amount of $85,000. 9, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from FFFF Enterprises for the purpose of providing vaccines in the amount of $55,000. 10, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from GlaxoSmithKline Financial for the purpose of providing vaccines in the amount of $33,000. Number 11, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from Merck and Company for the purpose of providing vaccines in the amount of $44,000. Number 12, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from Midwest Veterinary Supply for the purpose of veterinarian supplies at animal control in the amount of $45,000. 13, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from Motorola Solutions for the purpose of 10 radios for animal control in the amount of $35,390.30. Number 14, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from MWI Veterinary Supply for the purpose of veterinary supplies at animal control in the amount of $45,000. 15, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from Dr. Dina Nelson for the purpose of veterinarian services at the animal control in the amount of $90,000. 16, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from the Phoenix Center for the purpose of providing Narcan distribution services in the amount of $100,000. 17, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from Sanofi Pasteur for the purpose of providing vaccines in the amount of $100,000. 18, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from the Board of Trustees of SIU for the purpose of providing medical director contract in the amount of $42,300. Number 19, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Department of Public Health from Solid Ground Solutions for the purpose of janitorial services at animal control in the amount of $80,000. Finally, number 20, resolution approving an intergovernmental agreement between villages and cities in Sangamon County and Sangamon County for the provision of animal control services.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Very well read.
Thank you.
On the motion to consolidate, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion consolidates agreed to. Questions or comments from members of the board on the resolutions as consolidated? Yes, Ms. Small. Ms. Small, please use your mic and hit the button there. So it's red. Yep.
Okay,
Ms. Small, you got to speak into the mic.
for resolutions 9, 10, and 11, they're all providing vaccines. Are they providing different vaccines, or would it have been cheaper to have one do them all, or?
I think that's a question for professional staff. Mr. Ridley? Mr. Ridley, could you use the microphone here that's reserved for the circuit clerk? You hit the big button in the center there, and yeah.
Those are for a variety of vaccines, Vera. I mean, I don't have a list of them with me. I can get that for you. But it's a variety of vaccines we have at the health department.
Different vaccines from different providers.
Correct. Yes, different vendors.
Yeah. Yep. Any other questions, comments from members of the board? Seeing none, Mr. Madonia, do you have a motion?
I move that the roll call vote for Resolution 1 stand for the roll call vote of Resolutions 4 through 20 as consolidated.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The resolutions are adopted. Motion by Mr. Madonia, seconded by Mr. Del Giorno for the waiver of the 10-day filing period. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The 10-day filing period is waived. Resolution 21, Mr. Clerk.
Number 21, resolution authorizing the Illinois State Museum Society to contract with Dynamics, Inc. for the design of the 1908 Race Riot exhibit at the Springfield Sangamon County Transportation Hub in an amount not to exceed $200,000.
Motion by Mr. Rader, seconded by Mr. Stump to place resolution 21 before the board. Mr. Del Giorno.
Mr. Chairman, I move to consolidate 22, 23, 24, and 25 in with 21.
Seconded by Mr. Madonia. Mr. Clerk, will you please read resolutions 22, 23, 24, and 25?
Number 22, resolution approving the procurement of goods and/or services for the Auditor's Department from Triune Health Group for the purpose of workers' compensation nurse care management in the amount of $246,150. 23, resolution approving the list of contracts for Sangamon County employee benefits for 26 and authorizing the Director of Human Resources to sign said contracts. 24, resolution appropriating an additional $70,000 to the Massey Commission so that funds are available for it to complete the work initially set forth in Resolution 6 approved on 9/18/24. And number 25, resolution approving amendments to the fiscal year 25 Sangamon County budget.
Questions are on the motion to consolidate. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion consolidates agreed to. Before we open it for questions and comments from members of the board, I would like to acknowledge in the audience from the Illinois State Museum, or the Illinois State Museum Society, Jamila Wicks, the executive director, and from the Illinois State Museum, associate director, John Handley. The museum has been a phenomenal partner in developing the exhibit for the race riot artifacts that were discovered in the process of constructing the 10th Street Rail program. And it's an extremely sensitive subject, and they've just handled it so well, and we are so lucky to have them as a partner in this project. It's gotten rave reviews from everybody involved in it. Questions or comments from members of the board on the resolutions as consolidated? Seeing none, Mr. Madonia.
I move that the roll call vote for Resolution 1 stand for the roll call vote of Resolutions 21 through 25 as consolidated.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motions as consolidated are agreed to. And proceeding, County Board schedule. Motion by Mr. Madonia, seconded by Mr. Del Giorno for the approval of the County Board schedule is submitted to your desk. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. County Board schedule is approved. Public comment. Mr. Kenman. Mr. Kenman, I don't think you're on your mic. You've got to hit that red. Yeah.
Old business is an
we're not
agenda item.
I don't. No. Am I wrong?
After resolution 25, it says old business.
Yes, you're right. I apologize, Mr. Ken. Yes. Did you have some old business, Mr. Kenman?
Yes, I had. Sorry. Yeah. I had asked the state's attorney's office for the amount of attorney's fees that the county had been billed and paid for in the defense of the Jamison Cody wrongful death lawsuit. I'd asked for that information to be stated at the county board meeting, but I got that in writing, and the amount of fees that we paid to outside counsel for defense in that case from June 30th, 2021 to August 31st, 2025 was, according to what I've received, almost $170,000, $169,492 160.34. I just wanted to share that with members of the board and the public.
Thank you, Mr. Cameron. I'm not sure if that's old business, but I'm not sure where else I would have put it, so that we'll put it there. Thank you, Mr. Cameron. New business, appointments. Motion by Mr. Del Giorno, seconded by Mr. Madonia for the approval of the appointments as submitted at your desks. All in favor, signify by
Mr.
saying aye.
Chairman, I do have some new business.
Well, we're on appointments now. We'll come back to that.
Well, you didn't leave
we'll
any
come-
time for
We'll come back
okay,
to it,
if you
Mr.
come
Cameron.
back,
We'll come
that's
back.
fine.
We'll come back to it. We'll come
Fair
back to
enough.
it. We won't forget you, Mr. Cameron. We'll come back to it. Motion by Mr. Del Giorno, seconded by Mr. Madonia for the approval of the appointments as submitted at your desk. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The appointments are approved. Now, Mr. Cameron, new business.
Yeah, new business. I had a question for Sheriff Crouch. I saw an article in the Illinois Times this past week where it was reported that you said that the department currently has 59 deputies. You're working to increase that number to the authorized total of 70, but you wouldn't comment on the average number of officers on street patrols. Would you share with us the average number of officers on street patrols?
So we generally don't post the average number working every single night for safety reasons, but what I can tell you is that there are approximately 8 that are assigned each night. However, with their day off codes and things of that nature, that it generally ranges between 4 to 5 deputies and 1 to 2 supervisors that are working per shift.
So maximum 7, 4 to 5 plus 2.
Correct.
But as you increase the numbers, you would hope to get that number up. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other new business, Mr. Cameron?
No, that's all the new business I have. Thank
Want
you,
to be
Mr.
sure I gave you
Chairman.
plenty of time to raise it. All right. Proceeding then to public comment. We have 2 members of the community, of the public who signed up to speak. In the order that they signed up to speak. The first person who signed up to speak is Cynthia Cody. Miss Cody. See Miss Cody. Okay. Then the second person who signed up to speak is Ken Pesha. Got it right.
You're just fine.
Mr. Pesha signed up to speak on the Mass Commission, and that's on the agenda this evening, so you have 5 minutes to speak.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I'm not sure if you saw the headlines today, but me and some other community members launched a coalition, the People United for Reform, Power, Liberty, and Equity. We are all very active members of the community in various aspects, and we take it very seriously. I feel that there's been a lot of issues that the Massey Commission has helped raise. With their findings, I strongly encourage all of you to come to the remaining listening sessions. They've been really important in terms of hearing from the community, as well as seeing what your guys' funding and blessing of that commission and the creation of it has led to. It is disappointing sometimes that I don't see a lot more of your faces there. I know you guys have busy lives and a lot of concerns outside of this, but I think it's really important that you guys come out and witness what you guys gave, the money to, where it's leading to, and what it's coming to in terms of its actual goals and outcomes. They have some really strong suggestions about what we can do here differently that will avoid the horrific outcome that led to all of this. The murder of Sonia Massey was an absolute tragedy that I think we all agree could have been avoided. If we'd had better protocols in place, better oversight, or even just better information sharing between precincts, which has since been handled at a state level, we would have seen a difference in that outcome. And I think, though, that I think our sheriff would agree, there's more that can be done to help the Sangamon County Sheriffs, the SPD, and other law enforcement around here, as well as the community itself, find better resolutions to provide better outcomes in the future so we can avoid the kind of horrific things that we've seen. Not only from the murder of Sonia Massey, but as well as in other situations, whether it's deaths in the county jail or other assorted situations that have happened in the law enforcement agencies around the local area. But again, I think it's really important to note how eager we are to try and build a better bridge than just community organizations that are not truly interested in facilitating real and lasting change here. You guys have a lot of work all the time. You have a very long list of resolutions. There's things on there even I don't have the time to look into or read into. So I appreciate that all of you take that time. But I really strongly suggest that the work is not done, even though the Massey Commission is now ending. The goal of a group like the Purple Coalition is to continue that work, and we strongly encourage you to consider that all the members of that group are just as eager to work with you and eager to facilitate change as the Massey Commission is. We have spoken with the leaders of the Massey Commission, and they're just as eager to see us continue that mission far beyond that. And that's not to ask for funding or anything like that. We'll provide our own care, but what we really want is to be able to hear more from you guys. More of your voices, more of your presence, and more of you being available to the community members. And that's not to accuse you of not being. But I think it's really important that when we have town halls or community listening sessions that you guys come out and hear directly, not just from the constituents in your own areas, but the people that are throughout our area, both into the city of Springfield and the surrounding Sangamon County. I will also strongly encourage some of you, if you'd like to, attend the upcoming trial. It's going to be a really important moment for the state of Illinois, the city of Springfield, and Sangamon County, that trial and the outcome. They moved it from here because, for a lot of good reasons. I'm sure we can all think of those good reasons, but it being in Peoria doesn't remove the responsibility and accountability that the Sangamon County and Springfield have in that situation and those outcomes. Sean Grayson being convicted doesn't end that saga. It merely means that we've punished the guilty party. The accountability and work that needs to be done is all of our responsibility. As a community, as leaders in the community, as authorities in the community, we have to continue that. We cannot assume that simply because their mission is done, that our job is done. There is a lot of issues left to confront. I'm sure we all have our own concerns that we could all voice, but I think we can all strongly agree that the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department has a lot of work that needs done to it. And that's not an attack on the leadership. It's a lack of work that has been done to maintain it. Questions about their force strength is very widely understood within the county. I've had multiple citizens come to me with that concern, hearing that there may only be 3 or 4 deputies available for the entire county some nights. And that's not a failure of leadership. That is a failure of funding. It's a failure of competitive salaries. It's competitive of many other things that keep our sheriffs from being able to maintain a significant structure within the law enforcement community here. They are in a very rich and robust environment. There's over 20 different agencies around here, from the FBI to the Secretary of State to the Park Police to even Riverton and Rochester that offer more competitive salaries. And I think that's an important part of the discussion. I know that we've previously, if I can have like 10 more seconds, I know that we previously have had a lot of disagreements, guys. I know that I haven't always come up here and been very charitable, but I think a lot of that goes into my frustration with the outcomes that we've had. And I hope that in the future, even with the Massey Commission ending, that we can all come together to continue the work that needs done. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yep. Oh. Ms. Fulgenzi.
Can I clarify something? I was under the understanding that the Grayson trial is not open to the general public. You have to be on a list. Is that true?
Let's see if we can get we'll see if we can get you a.
All right. I just didn't want to put it out there for everyone that you could drive to Peoria and be in the galley if it is closed.
We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can get you
Okay.
official answer.
All right. Thank you.
Any other? Very good. Then proceeding in the regular order, reports of county officials, reports of special committees, reports of standing committees, report of the Committee on Claims. Motion by Mr. Del Giorno, seconded by Mr. Madonia, that the reports be placed on file with the clerk. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The reports will be placed on file with the clerk. Motion by Mr. Madonia, seconded by Mr. Del Giorno, that we do stand in recess until the regularly scheduled November meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye. We stand adjourned.